Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Fran, I'm from Venezuela, and today we're going to be reacting to a video I don't know anything about. I think it has something to do with like cars, bikes, I don't really know. So come join me, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe down below. Okay, so a race car, I think. It's a racetrack, I believe. Mount Panorama, Bathurst. Okay. I love those blackboards where you can write. I don't know why, but I love them. Okay, so it's a circuit, like an F1 or like NASCAR?
You know what?
Okay, so like the race car. Racetrack is called Mount Panorama.
You never forget it because there's nothing like it. This is Mount Panorama. This is Bathurst.
As soon as you head out on this mountain, it is total commitment for every single millimetre.
Looks like last cars are gridded up now.
If you can't
so the cars are like NASCAR and not like
120
F1.
metres into 1,000 kilometres to just be a little bit sensible.
Oh wow.
Don't start the race.
The Super Cheap Auto Bathurst 1000 erupts.
And the charge to turn
Those drivers are crazy.
Okay, it's a great corner.
They're so close.
The engine's right in its sweet spot. But remember, whilst you've got to carry mid-corner speed and use that exit curb, you want to get to 100% throttle early, so don't get too greedy. Don't get caught up in the moment. The moment is 6 hours later.
Oh my god, hold on. Like, I know they obviously have like protectors and stuff, but like it's very dangerous. I think when you're like looking at it as entertainment, I mean, I know it's a sport, but you know, like all sports, they're entertainment for us, you know, the spectators. But it got me a little bit like, I don't know, tough, because when you're looking at it, you're like, oh, you know, like it's cool, like it's fun, and oh my god, like these people are crazy. But for them, like it's pretty dangerous, and I think it can be a bit hard when you're like being entertained by it and the whole thing. And you kind of forget that, you know, people can die, and you know, like those crashes, they look very dangerous and scary. And this is like back to reality. Like, no, these things are actually like, people can get killed.
If I can offer you one free bit of advice, every single time you exit the pit lane, you grab your belts and you tighten them. And every other lap you think of it, you tighten them again. And after a pit stop, whether they've changed the brake pads or not, tattoo it under your eyelids. Pump the brake pedal, because if they put the pads in and you forget,
oh my god,
fuel on the road,
yeah, that's what I was saying. It's so scary.
Yeah, Griffin's Bend, right? It's one of the toughest on the circuit. If you don't get this one right,
god, look at
psychologically, you're gone for the rest of the lap. About 260.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's also like he has a point. I think a lot of this has to do with how prepared you are, but mentally, because there's not a lot you can do like about the cars and, you know, about the whole, you know, like the mechanics of it. The only thing that you can actually control, it's your mind and your attitude. So I do think like these people must have, like these drivers must have like incredible like psychological prep.
130 k's an hour, but you've got to do that on the bumps.
That's a lot.
But let me give you a tip: when you're challenging for Griffin's Bend, either make the commitment or get the hell out of it. We're approaching the cutting.
But I have to say, like, it looks so fun. Having said that, it looks very fun. I would love to be driving one of those cars. You know, like in your dreams.
To put your front right tyre even a foot outside of where it needs to be.
Yeah, it's the difference is like millimeters between like a fatal thing and just, you know, it's.
When we come up to Reed Park, you need to hug the wall. Put the car right over there, hard on the wall, but be careful, don't overuse the curb on the inside. It'll feed you into the wall.
Drama here.
Yeah, the curves are, oh my god.
This is a great part of the circuit where we go from going up the hill and we transform to going down the hills. And no more beautiful sight than your revs in front of you, bang, 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 bang. So we're out
And just
of Reed
like
Park,
imagine
and now
like
we're gonna head
being
down to
there imagine like just like being there as, you know, you're just going to like a fun car show and you're looking at this horrible car crash. Like,
Damn
what a
great,
scary experience.
right? It's a horrible, dirty drain up against a wall on the right-hand side of the circuit. Now, the problem here is you're going to commit really, really early. And you don't know, because nowhere in Australia does your front tyre on your car get more downward load than at the grate. You don't know way back then if your power steering is going to suffer it or it's going to give up and feed you into the fence.
I'm guessing they also do like a test run
So we've got
of
through
the
grate.
circuit.
We're
I
now
hope.
heading through Sulman to McPhillamy Park. This is Mount Panorama. This is where you need to be thinking corners ahead of where you are. You can't see the roadway up ahead, but you're going to average from the cutting all the way to Skyline.
And you have to like
around
memorize
200 kilometres an
the
hour.
track, I guess.
This ain't kids' play.
Oh, big moment.
And you have to know like where are you. Oh my god,
So
look
you've
at
got
that.
to the top of the mountain, you've done the tough driver stuff. Now, throw that bit away, you're going to be a ballerina.
That's the view from Skyline. Go for broke time.
You're going to need to dance all the way down through the S's
The descent starts.
until you arrive at the dipper. And when you get to the dipper, sure,
that
looks really
sound
cool with two
is
wheels
just-
hanging up in the air. You can't get the throttle on, can you, with two wheels in the air? Get the thing back on the deck. And the moment your rear tyre hits the ground is the same moment your right foot hits the firewall. Now we
They have to be like so
concrete
experienced
walls,
drivers
but don't get too
to,
clever
like,
and try and
drive
get an inch
this.
away from them. There's nothing to be gained by doing that.
Oh my god, and of course they have like
This is
cameras
second
inside the
time,
cars.
And the only other time in the lap that you're not going to feel your front tyres. You're going to come over the little crest there, downhill, and a ton and a
I'm
half.
sorry,
she
you're
won't-
not gonna feel your front tires? What? That's crazy. Like, why? What? I couldn't, seriously. I know obviously like they're professionals, but oh my god.
Pull up. So this is where you need to be really measured, slow it up, because your big drama here is going to be understeer. The car does not want to turn there.
Oh my god.
For goodness sake, be aware of what's going on around you. If there's one gap you can leave open for your competitors, it's right there. Think about this. You need to either position yourself out right, commit yourself to Conrod Straight and your top speed, or you're going to need to defend, because that is one of the great
Okay,
spots
yeah, sure, you're gonna commit to like
if you're gonna
hitting
defend, there is
that pedal,
nothing
but
surer,
jeez.
you are going to compromise your straight line speed. So if you're going to defend, you defend. You block him, you pull him up, so you get your foot to the gas first.
Okay. Yeah.
This is wild. This is as fast as
I don't
it
know,
gets.
either option is just I don't know what I would
care
choose.
what cars you've driven in your career or where you've driven them. There is nowhere else that you're going to go where a ton and a half of race car at 300 kilometres an hour actually feels
So much.
like a ton and a half of race car at 300 kilometres an hour. And
How
you're
does it
approaching
feel? Like your
what
face
is the
just goes like-
fastest corner in Australian motorsport. The
Oh my god. The car just, it's completely wrecked. I actually hope that person, it's okay. Survived? Is he okay? I don't know. Oh my god. Bend the brake pedal. This is so extreme. Oh my god. Imagine, I know, but like imagine you're driving and, you know, just like you're going, I don't know, like 300 kilometers an hour, and then there's a car that just sort of like appears in the middle of the road, and you're like, oh my god, like I have to steer the steering wheel. It has to be like, oh my god, an
you've got
insane thing
6
to do.
kilometres of the 6.213
Like the car just appeared right in front of me.
Do not get it wrong here.
This kid is going to win this thing today.
Finish the job right now. So that defines this mountain. That defines this race. Do you want to win it? Everyone wants to win it.
Yeah, obviously everyone wants to win, but at what cost?
You will never win this race.
Okay, so I have to say, this is very interesting. I didn't really know about this racetrack, but that was so stressful. I was just watching clips of it, and I was so stressed. I was like, I can't even imagine like being there. And I'm just thinking, like, not even from like the driver's perspective, because I know that you're mentally prepared. Like, you go at it, you're thinking, yes, I'm gonna do it. This is my job. Like, I'm prepared. But if you have like a loved one, or like a friend, family, someone that is doing that, like, you have to go there, because obviously you want to be like supportive, so you're gonna be there. But can you imagine just like, I don't know, like being there for your loved one and being supportive, and you're there and you're looking at those cameras, and like and like they crash? Like, that must be like such a terrifying experience, and you're gonna be so stressed. I can only imagine. Like, I would be there like, I don't really want to watch, and like those curves and bends, and you're like, no, I don't really, I'm here, I'm being supportive, but I don't want to watch, because it must be super scary. And actually, I actually hope for their sake that they actually, they have some sort of mental preparation or something like that. Not even for just the drivers, but actually, like the families, friends, and whatnot, because what a scary experience. But yeah, I loved it. And having said all that, I do think it must be extremely fun. Obviously, taking out, like, it's super dangerous, like I just said, but I don't know, like, just the excitement of like, I love speed. Like, who doesn't? It must be so fun. You're just like going there and in the track, and it must be like, you must be feeling like very powerful, and not just powerful, but I'm just like playing fun. You're like, I'm controlling this machine. It goes fast, and I'm having fun. But yeah, now I want to race cars. No, but you know what I mean. But that was it for today. I'll see you next time. Bye.